Every anime has a main character, but let's be real, sometimes it's a side character who completely steals the spotlight. From fan favorite legends who outshine the protagonist to the most annoying and hated characters that fans couldn't stand. Today we are ranking them all in one massive tier list. Remember, this is just my take, so don't rage too hard if your favorite ends up lower than you expected. In fact, drop your own rankings in the comments. I want to see who do you think stole the show and who totally flopped. So then without further ado, let's begin. Which tiers are there? Then the first one is stole the show. The side character who completely stole the show. Perfect side character. Who was the perfect side character for the anime? The next one is wasted potential. The side characters whose potential was wasted, made the cut, who barely made the cut of the side characters. Then next one is mid, the side character who was good, or I should say okayish at best. The next one is worst, this worst side characters as the name suggests, and the last one is not yet watched, for the side characters who have not yet watched. Let's begin. First, Alphonse Elric. According to me, he was the best side character for the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood anime. First off, he lost his body parts. He was one of the main motivation for Edward throughout the show, and his personal struggles we related to. He literally got a girl and he didn't have a body. Talk about my man. So he goes directly to the perfect side character for me. Next one we have is Itachi Uchiha. What should I say? Which is not yet been said about Itachi. The man literally sacrificed everything that he had. His love, his family, just so his brother can live. And yeah, in the end he sacrificed himself for his brother's sake. He's the perfect side character. He did everything for his village. So I will say the guy goes directly perfect side character. For me, at some point he also stole the show for me. Then we have Trafalgar Deepwater Law. The the One Piece fan often consider Trafalgar Law as one of the honorary Straw Hats. The way he literally was in nearly 400 episodes with Straw Hats. And yeah, his character developed, his personal backstory we related to, his struggles. He literally became one of the guy who took down the Emperor of the Sea. So Trafalgar Deepwater Law goes to perfect side characters. I think so. This tier list will be top heavy because of the characters that we have. The next one we have is Gojo. Satoru Gojo. Okay, who has a doubt he didn't steal the show? He literally was the main reason for the popularity of the whole show. And some events happen in manga. I don't want to give the spoiler. People literally rioted against the author. And I will say this guy literally stole the show, the first one. And I think he will be joined by many other side characters going forward. Then we have Genos. This guy is also a perfect side character for me. Think about stuff he has done. He is one of the comic relief in the show, mentor student relationship that he has, and he stands up. And some event in manga, yeah, that are going to happen are going to be quite big, because of which Saitama takes some serious decisions, or I should say, a serious punch. So I will say he goes directly to the perfect side character. Then we have Oza. Again, one of the good side characters, I will say. Her story with Jalal is also interesting. She was one of the interesting powers, I will say, in Fairy Tail. So I will say she barely made the cut, I will say. Then we have Inosuke. I should say in the fourth season, he and Zenitsu were one of the most annoying characters in the whole show. But slowly his character developed on me, and he is one of the best characters out there after the manga ending which I read. There are some events that are going to happen in manga. You'll get really emotional with it. Oh, I should have wasted potential. He had quite a good potential. And we have Todoroki. Again, a good side character. He has a good story. Just the thing is, his fight with Toki seems like it was stretched out quite much in anime. But still, his family drama, dynamics with his father, how throughout the show it developed. I should say he stole the show. It was even better than the MC's character development. But still, I will say a perfect side character. We'll keep it ahead of Genos for now. Then we have Uryu, one of the better side characters from Bleach. Bleach has a variety of characters. Cast wise, people say Bleach has the best cast. Against Uryu or Ishida is a good side character, but I don't think so. He stole the show from me. Just the thing, there is a controversial ending that happens in Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc. and I didn't agree with it. Yeah, there is a video coming out about my anime hot takes. If you want to watch it, please subscribe to the channel. Then we have Shikamaru, again a good side character from Naruto. He literally, for me, was the perfect side character. I think so, more than Sasuke, he was the best friend of Naruto. Throughout the show, he shined. At the end, he also got the girl, and I think so. He goes to the perfect side character list. I will say still Alphonse tops the list. Still Shikamaru comes a second to it. Then we have Mike. Okay, should I say something? This guy also literally stole the show. We have a main character who is literally a crybaby, and we have Mikey, who literally was aura farming throughout the show. This guy is perfect main character material, but still, the author had other plans. But still, I will say he stole the show for me. We have Arataka Rengen. He was one of the funniest characters out there. He's one who can I say the buggy of the show. Literally, he has one of the most funniest moments in the show. And yeah, as a sidekick, he's the funniest, I should say. I still remember some of the funny scenes that happen in the show. I shouldn't give spoilers, but still, the mentor-student relationship that he has, the perfect side character, I will say. And he has the moment when he shined. For now, I will keep him behind Genos, or I should say ahead of Genos. Then we have Bakugo. Okay, he also has a role like Sasuke, the one who pushes the MC forward. But still, the show it literally gets boring at the end, and his power didn't develop according to me. So I will say wasted potential, or I should say made the cut. I will say made the cut for me. Just my personal opinion. As compared to him, Todoroki literally shined throughout the show. Then we have Rukia. I can say she was one of the main characters of Bleach, but still, if I think about it, she didn't steal the show for me. So I will say she can be a perfect MC, but still, after being a more than 300 episode show, she didn't get a better chance to shine in the show. So I will say wasted potential. And then we have Sasuke. As a character, he was flawed. He has his character development throughout the show. Naruto was behind him for so long, just chasing him to come back to the village. But still, the character development that he had was quite good. But still, I will say he didn't steal the show for me. Again, I can say he had a wasted potential for me. It's just my personal opinions. Not yet. Watch, then comes Ban. Okay, as compared to Melodious story of Pan, I think so I related to it much. The emotional bits, the guy can never die, but still he had the emotion, his heart was stolen, and his love story was one of the driving force of the show. He has one of the best aura farming moments in the anime. So I will say a perfect side character for now behind Genos because of how good Seven Deadly Sins are. Then comes Levi. Okay, for those people of the new generation who follow just the new animes, don't know the aura that Levi had back in the day. Before Gojo, Levi was the top contender for the guy who stole the show, literally stole the show. But yeah, then season 4 happened, and Eren Yeager literally topped the list of the best characters out there. But still, Levi as a character has a good development. His backstory is developed quite good, and the guy has aura, man. So I will say, Levi directly goes to perfect side character. If you ask till season 3, he was right up there. So I will say just beside Itachi. Then we have Rengoku. If you ask me from whole Demon Slayer show, and he doesn't steal the show from me. But if you ask from Mugen Train movie, he's the guy who stole the show. He was the reason that Demon Slayer broke records at the box office. So I will say he's a perfect side character because he gave motivation to the main character going forward. I will say even ahead of Todoroki, I will say. Not ahead of Law. Because Tanjiro's character development happened because of Rengoku. Then we have Makise. Steins Gate, this is one of my favorite animes out there. Yeah, she was not the main character, but she was the perfect motivation for Okabe to time travel. The struggles we have. If we didn't relate to her character, then the Okabe's journey will be wasted in the minds of readers. Yeah, I know Steins Gate takes time to develop its story and it gets better after 14 or 15 episodes, but still she is one of the better characters, and because of it, The journey of Okabe was meaningful for us. She goes directly to perfect side characters. The next one is not yet watched. Then we have Kageyama. I should say, Haikyuu was a team sport. The two of the main characters were Hinata and Kageyama. If you ask me from my perspective, both of them carried the show. Yeah, both Kageyama and Hinata got their moments to shine. But it didn't seem like he was the main character. Yeah, he's the king of the court. But it didn't go as much as to say he's the main character of the show. But still, his journey and the journey of Karasuno was perfect for me. So I will say he goes directly to the perfect side character behind Janus, I will say. Then we have L. Yeah, literally the whole show was sold on the rivalry between L and Light Yagami. But man, did he steal the show till the time he was that. After the introduction of the character of Neo, I didn't think the show was as interesting. L was one of the main reasons why the show was so good. Yeah, and the rivalry they had, the psychological warfare they had. Man, I love that. So I will put L directly. This is stole the show because according to me, both were the MCs of the show. I will even rank ahead of Mikey for him. The next one, not yet watched. Then we have Zenitsu. I will judge him from the moments that have happened till now in anime, not from the movies. I know what's going to happen in Infinity Castle. And I should say, Zenitsu's character is one of the most annoying characters. Yeah, I know it's my personal opinion again. But still, I will say Zenitsu goes to, I will say mid tier. Not yet watched. Then we have Roy Mustang. Yeah, again, his journey, his story, and his revenge saga is a different arc in itself. He doesn't overshine the whole Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood show, but he has his moments. He's one of the perfect side characters. Yeah, I think so. The whole perfect side character tier list is going to be filled. Okay, the next side character which we have is Hisoka. Okay, again, Hunter x Hunter have a hot take about it. In the next video coming out is the anime hot takes that I have. About Hunter x Hunter, the hot take will be shared afterwards, but still, his character was one of the pretty good characters. Even as a villain, he kept the interest going up in the show. He was literally unpredictable what will he will do in the show. So as a character, I rate him really high. But still, I will say wasted potential because we didn't see the full potential of that he has. Yeah, he was not a bad side character or bad villain, but I will say wasted potential. Not yet watched. Then we have Sanji. Okay, who has watched the recent episode where he stand up to one of the five elders? Bro was literally aura farming. The man has some goated moments, and yeah, the debate will always be going. Who is better, Sanji or Zoro? Is one of the good stories that I love to watch every time he's there. So I will say Sanji goes to perfect side character because he doesn't overshine. Yeah, I know the Sanji fans will be mad at me, but he doesn't overshine. This is behind Itachi for now. Not yet watched Kaio. And you know what's the majority of people thinks about Kaio. Yeah, I know because of the ending, people bad review of the character. But still, as a character throughout the story, her love story between the chaos developed quite good. My honest opinions about ending, yeah, it was fair that she moved on. It's been 13 years. So I will say Kaio goes. I will say mid. Oh, wasted potential. No, I will say mid the cut. The next one is Kage. Yeah, Kage. I should say he has the best relationship with Boji. Yeah, Boji as a character, I love his journey. Yeah, I know ranking of the kings was popular back in the day. People don't give it a chance, but the relationship between Kage and Boji, the development of friendship, and the way he develops the character of Boji, he's the perfect side character. His sacrifices and his journey with Boji is a thing that keeps the story moving forward. So I will say he's a perfect side character. I mean, even Kage ahead of Shikamaru. The next side character, which I haven't watched Boruto yet, but still I've heard good things about him. Not even very. Then comes Killua. Let's be honest with you. The character of Killua I thought was more interesting than Gon. Yeah, Gon had a big moment in the anime, but still, Killua kept the interest going forward into the anime. Yeah, so I will say he stole the show for me. Because even after he wasn't the MC, his character was more interesting. Haven't and comes normal. If you have seen my video about main characters, the main complaint that I gave about Promise Neverland, even if it was from perspective of a manga lover, that Norman's character seemed for me more of an MC than the character of Emma. So I will say Norman stole the show. He's a genius, literally. Yeah, Emma had her emotional arcs, but still Norman stole the show for me. Haven't watched it yet. Then comes the character of Junshi. You know you have made the cut when literally the author of the show says, I don't know why this character is popular among the audience. But still, the character of Jinsei is quite important from the perspective of Mao Mao. The story development of Mao Mao happened because of Jinsei, but Jinsei's character is perfect, being supportive partner from the shadows for Mao Mao. He's the perfect side character for me. Yeah, I can say he's for me more than a side character. He's one of the main character for me. The whole shoot belongs to Mao and Jinshi from my perspective. So I will say he's a perfect side character. So he goes directly beside Shikamaru behind Kage. No, yeah, behind Kage. The next side character is of Asukana. Yeah, the son of pride. His yeah, we know about his story. We know about his incomplete love story. I will say. And as compared to Melodious, he was a better side character. He was a better character for me. I would have loved to see his journey and his perspective in Seven Deadly Sins. Again, Seven Deadly Sins is a bad anime. As an anime, it's a wasted potential, but still, as a character, Asukana is quite interesting. Yeah, again, I'm using the word quite often, but he has aura, and I will say he's behind Norman for me. Then comes Sakura. When people watch my anime hot take video about Sakura, then people will understand my perspective. According to me, Ishiyama wasted Sakura's character by giving her the role of medic. In just my opinion, yeah, I know medic's character is important, but she became the worst character in the series because she got the role of medic. If she was in combatant role, people would have appreciated her more. So I will say Sakura goes to the worst tier just because of a decision taken. These are just my opinion. Again, I have to say. Then comes the role of Kabi. I will say she was one of the bad characters. Even after the whole plot of the show was revealed in front of her, she took she took bad decisions according to me. These are just my opinions. So I will say she's worst. Then comes character of power. Yeah, power and Denji's relationship. Yeah, again, I'm speaking of relationship a lot. Power and Denji's relationship and their friendship is moving forward is going to be quite important. If you know what are the events that are going to happen in manga, then be well aware of why power is important. So I will say she's a perfect side character. I will say ahead of Van. Then comes Danzai. Danzai is one of those underrated characters who stole the show, but people didn't watch Who Goes Stray Dogs, so people don't know about Danzai. Yeah, he has that tendency of yeah, can't say that word on YouTube, but still, as a character, he's interesting. He's more interesting than MC for me. He stole the show, but people don't know about it. Yeah, a shout out to Buko Stray Dogs. I won't say he's a perfect anime, but yeah, you can give it a try. I will say he's better than Askana's character. Then comes Kakashi Hatake, the OG guy who stole the show. Yeah, the the things he did in the Naruto season, I could say is part one. Not in Shippuden, but in part one, was completely on the line of stealing the show. He was the goat out there. Even Itachi at the time, Itachi and Orochimaru at the time we thought were the strongest character were nothing in front of Kakashi. I will say. And so I will say Kakashi also stole the show. I will say the OG3 who stole the show were Levi, Kakashi, and Gojo after it. So I will say behind L. I have my personal biasness towards L. Then comes Koro Sensei. Who knows about Nagisa? Nagisa was the main character. I think so. The more show was focused on Koro Sensei. Yeah, better than Nagisa. Koro Sensei was the better character, better side character. Nagisa seemed like a side character. Yeah, but I know Nagisa got moments afterwards, but still, I will say I will rate Koro Sensei a little high. Even Koro Sensei stole the show for me. I will say ahead of Norman, even Killua, even ahead of Mikey, I will say. Then comes the next character, that is Shinobu. Shinobu as a character is quite interesting. She has a mentor role in the Demon Slayer anime, and I wanted to see, I want to give a spoiler about the manga, but still, as a character, Shinobu, I will say she is a wasted potential. Didn't reach quite up there. Even I will say even ahead of Rukia. Then comes Zoro. Yeah, I have my personal biasness towards Zoro. All the Sanji fans will hate me for this, but still, Zoro has more quoted moments. Literally, the animators forget about budget when Zoro comes into the fray. The kind of fight he had throughout the anime series, take it. The, even the ambition of Zoro seems quite interesting from the perspective of manga lovers or anime lovers, I should say. Yeah, and still, someone like Mihawk at Nuzjuro seems like unbeatable opponents in front of Zoro. Zoro has his own journey going forward. Yeah, I'm not underestimating Sanji or something. I love One Piece. One Piece is my favorite, if you follow my channel. But still, I will say Zoro will go as a perfect side character behind Alphonse. Most of the side characters which are in the tier stole the show. The MC is quite big, but in case of Zoro, Luffy is quite good. Not yet watched. This is it for the list, guys. I will be sharing this list afterwards in the community section. This is it for my list. Please share your ranking about your favorite anime side characters. Which character you will rate higher? That's it for the video. Please like, share, and comment down your opinions. Then this is Random AF signing off.